Hey guys, this is Moriarty.
And Crypto Spook, who dislikes this game from the get-go.
And we are playing Starbound.
Which Moriarty talked me into buying several years ago.
Not years, but during the early access period. This is the 1.0, and it is still Starbound.
It looks almost exactly the same. So what I immediately remember about this game is the fact that we had to download a third-party hosting application so that we could actually play co-op together from our homes.
Yes, and you do not have to do that anymore. It does have Steam Join. You just right-click and join game.
Well, that's good. I mean, that was the most glaring problem with the game. I mean, I guess it wasn't that hard to fix, but it was annoying.
It's not difficult, but they did fix some stuff. They actually added in a huge amount of story to this game. I mean, just a huge amount of story.
That's good to know, because I did not know there was a story to the game.
There really wasn't. So, like, during the giraffe and koala updates, there were a couple of missions where you'd, like, fight a giant penguin in a UFO.
Is that why there's a big fine penguin Pete up at the top?
Yeah, that is not the same thing, but yeah. So you'd fight a giant penguin, or you'd fight, what was it, like an eyeball? There was like an eyeball. There was like a dinosaur made out of bones.
I barely managed to build a house in this game, if you'll remember.
There was a robot. So there were these different bosses, and they introduced them slowly over time. And, like, you played that, and, like, that was it. That was all there was. And then in this, there's actually missions, there's quests, there's all sorts of different stuff. They got rid of, like, there used to be alphabeted, Charlie, Delta, and Echo quadrants of the galaxy that you could go to that had more difficult and rarer stuff, and like now it's based off of, if you've got the stuff on the planet.
I see. So you are playing this with Doc, as a matter of fact.
Yes. So this is played with Doc, who we also did the Portal 2 videos with. He has so few games that when he has a game, it is the only game he's going to play.
Well, I feel bad for him then that it's this game.
No. He's actually put in a lot of effort into this game. This is totally off topic.
Yes, it is. I mean, Doc's a cool guy. I can say that this does look somewhat better than what I remember.
Let's go ahead and review Doc now.
No. So what I was thinking was that we were trying to find a game that was like Minecraft, but it was actually terrible. So it's like a 2D version of Minecraft, which is not something that I would be very interested in.
Okay. It is a 2D version of Minecraft, but it's with a story, and there's NPCs, and there's combat, and there's stuff like that. So they changed a couple of the things, like when you're on a mission, for example, you can't steal everything anymore. I remember Crypto's house. When we had this, he had stolen everything from some rando base that we'd gone to. And he had then taken all of that to his house and made his house look like the place that we'd stolen everything from.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, it was so hard to find things that I actually wanted to build my house with, And now you are fighting pigmen!
They remind me of the Futurama things. The hackers from Futurama, the ones that steal all the stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's pretty funny.
They remind me of that.
They really do. The naked guys.
Yeah, the ones who, like, the scammers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now that there is actually a storyline in this game, I think maybe it would be a little bit better.
It is a good game. You'll lose yourself for many hours. But it's still this. If this doesn't look interesting to you, you will not enjoy Starbound.
So I wonder what the idea behind not allowing you to steal everything was.
Probably so that you can't just, like, go through a wall and get to the boss.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, so I thought, like, so you can't, like, mine your way through here. You just have to fight, and it's an actual mission.
It's a mission. It's a real mission structure. You can't go through and just grab whatever you want.
Well, that completely changes the game then. I see, now I thought this is just like a Minecraft type game, but now that there's actual missions, it kind of makes it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you can, on a planet, for example, you can just go through and grab whatever, but not on anything else. And you remember, like, we used to go and find coal and just mine a whole bunch of coal to use the spacecraft because you have to refuel the spacecraft?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's specific spacecraft fuel. The only way to get it is to go to a moon and mine it on a moon. But as soon as you pick it up, it calls down ghost aliens.
That sucks. Why are they so mad about you fueling up your spaceship?
I feel like it's kind of a response to, or a homage to Ghosts of Mars.
I guess maybe you're fueling your ship up with their souls.
Yeah, right. It's something like that. So you can't really do that anymore. You have to go to these, planets and mine them, and the ghosts suck. They kill you in one hit. It's
what?
Not so good.
I like how you left out the part where everybody else is. I don't even think I made it off of one world. I'm just gonna say that. Maybe I didn't give this game enough of a try when it was in its early alpha.
Probably not. You probably said, "Oh, look, it's a side-scroller. It's terrible."
I think that's exactly what happened, as a matter of fact.
Because that's what you do. You're horrible.
Well, side-scrollers are just generally not that good.
Well, we're not talking about Sonic the Hedgehog here. This isn't, I don't know.
Double Dragon!
Yeah, right? This is Starbound, and it is cool. I liked it a lot. I think it's a great game if you're looking for something where you can be somewhat creative while at the same time also being kind of, whatchamathingy in words.
So I like the concept behind the game. I just don't think that it's particularly well done. I mean, there are games like this where you go and explore different worlds, and you build stuff, and you mine things, and you find monsters, and you kill monsters, and, like, what's that aquatic game? It's kind of like that, a little bit, except that's 3D, and it's immersive, and kind of fun, and a little bit terrifying. It's called Subnautica.
Oh, that game's awful. That's like the worst game ever made.
That's you're just saying hurtful things now.
It's so bad. I hate that game. It's in VR even, and it's bad.
I did not try it in VR because there was no motion control, and I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It is a bad game. You like survival, like go out in the woods and try to build yourself a hut in the woods, like 7 Days to Die in the forest and stuff. So I don't see how that's any different than this.
I would say that they're very different because one is 3D and this one, it just feels like they're limiting you in what you can do. And it's also hard. 3D? It's hard. Like, no, it's hard when you get to stuff like this where there's all the jump puzzles, like this needless jump puzzle.
No, I disagree with you. Now, that's not to say that this game is perfectly made, okay? I'm not saying that it is the best thing ever, because there's still some serious glitchiness.
Yeah, I could see that.
You can do things you're not supposed to be able to do. For example, there is a mode that you get that turns you into a little Metroid ball.
Okay.
But you can totally get through places that require you to be a little Metroid ball by, like, pressing left and down.
Crouch spamming?
Yeah, you can totally do it.
So what I didn't like about the game specifically was the fact that when I would be trying to, like, mine my way through somewhere and then trying to get back out was the hardest part. Like, I just felt like I was trapped and lost underground, kind of like you do in Minecraft, but much less easy to get out, because a lot of the backgrounds kind of, like, blend into each other. Yeah,
I can dig that.
This is super, super spammy.
Just imagine what my wrist felt like.
I can only imagine the clickety-clack of the keyboard. Yeah, that noise specifically.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and this had to go on for like 2 minutes.
The point is, it's a little broken.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, there are some bugs that you exploit and things like that. But still, the fact is that you can do that, and that's kind of neat.
I mean, in real life, you could absolutely do this. No, I'm just wondering how much more time it would have taken to go find the Metroid ball thing.
Hours.
Oh, God. Well, then, yeah, I would absolutely have spammed my way through this, too.
Yeah, you have to have that before you even come here.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, then.
And all of this so that you can open up a couple of extra cases at the bottom.
Oh, that's so cheap. That's so cheeky.
Now, if you have the little ball, no problem. You're just going to cut through it. And, of course, they introduced new types of boss fights. Now, this one that you'll be seeing is actually from the, I don't know, koala, giraffe, whatever. It's there. It was in the first section. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Do you know the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about random zoo animals.
There are giraffe and koala, and that's how you find the thingy.
I'm so lost.
That's how it works. Is giraffe and koala.
Where in God's name did Doc go?
He's on the other side.
Oh, attempting to not be murdered as well, I presume.
Well, no, you have to hit the thingies to hit the thingy at the bottom.
So you're just thingy hitting right now, and that's it.
Yeah, you got to hit the two thingies on each side, and then hit the thingy at the bottom to shoot a thingy into the thingy in the middle. You see?
Yeah, I see that. Except for these little, scammers keep showing up.
Yeah, the scammers from Futurama. And then it's done, and he's, you saved the man that was stuck in the middle.
Well, that's good.
Now, you'll notice that boss had a giant eye.
He did.
A huge, massive eye. Apparently that was this dude.
What? He's a Lego guy. He does looks like he's a Lego, though.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. So, there are missions. You complete the missions, then you get to leave. You also get a nice little case. Every mission seems to have its own unique, stuff with it. You dig what I'm digging out?
I see it. It is, in fact, a thing, and nobody could prevent you from doing it.
If you dig.
I kind of hope you're going to dig with that giant drilling machine.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you?
That's good.
It'd be foolish not to.
It would be. Well, guys, that's Starbound, so let us know what you think. Like it if you liked it. Don't like it if you didn't like it. Leave a comment below if you believe that Crypto was correct and this is one of the worst games you've ever seen. Or reply and say Moriarty was right if you think that
Because
it is somehow playable, even though you're wrong. We'll see what happens.
The fact is that I will win.
Until the next one.
Until the next one.
Jerk.